Well, hello everybody, and we're ready for Game 3 here of the 1955 World Series. Hope that you're all having a great New Year. It's been kind of a eventful day here for me. A lot of recording, a lot of different videos up here, including a video that I put out earlier playing RBI Baseball 2. So this is going to be a little bit of a sort of change of pace here. We'll see how this goes. We're going to go straight over here into Action PC Baseball once again, and we'll go ahead and get this game going. So just so you know, we'll see if it actually saves this or not. I went over to video and sound. We're going to turn off the video chalkboard, although I've noticed here that I just turned it off and then I go back into this and it's turned on again. So we're going to see if we can actually get the settings to save. This is a problem that's known, I believe, with Action PC Baseball, as is the fact that you have to go to bracket finals to get this to show up. There are a lot of little issues here and there with this game. So anyway, no problem. We'll deal with what we have to deal with. This game should be played in Brooklyn. See, now it's turned off. I want to just sort of see what happens if we have the video chalkboard turned off. And I want to see what the play-by-play is like. We'll have the computer coach or manage Detroit. And we'll go from there. So we're going to be facing Larry. Who is this? Well, I just want to figure out who this is. Frank Larry was, I think, their ace in 1955. Those of you who are very familiar with the 55 season can, tell me more about him. I don't know very much about him because usually you don't think so much about the 1955 Detroit Tigers, but here they are as the best team in the American League. So let's see if we actually want this. I'm not so sure about having Pee Wee Reese lead off. I kind of like the idea of having a lineup that looks a little bit more like what they had in real life instead. Probably have Snyder hit in front of Campanella, and Farillo Hodges, and then Robinson, and then maybe Sandy Amoros, though we'll take a look and see if we have anybody else who might be a little bit better. I mean, it's basically George Shuba, no. Borkowski, no. Everybody else is basically playing in the infield, so I think that we're probably going to end up sort of sticking with this. And then in terms of pitchers, of course, we do want to start Don Newcomb. I'm really surprised that the computer decided not to start him. You would think that they would start Don Newcomb. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do this, and we'll just get this underway. So here we are at Ebbets Field. We've got 62-degree weather, which seems a little bit warm for October. Very slight wind blowing right to left. And we'll just go ahead and get started and see how this is when things are different. And you can see here we are going to need to go in and make a couple of changes here to the park layout. Yeah, see, this is the issue that we have. If you've not done this before, this is one of the sort of frustrating bits of Action PC Baseball, where you've got to sort of set up your ballpark, or set up the ballpark images. I don't remember if it was on the right or the left side. I really don't. So anyway, I'm going to do this sort of really quickly, and we'll see if this ends up screwing things up or not. This is it. Yeah, you're supposed to do plus at like the top of the wall, and then minus is the bottom of the wall. So apologies for not having this done beforehand, but I do kind of want to show you here what this is like, just in case you're not familiar with this game. This is one of the issues that I actually have with this game, because it takes a long time to set things up. Now, the nice thing is that once you have it set up, then it will remain set up in your game for a long time, which is nice. Yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly how this works, and I'm looking, and there's not much sort of help here either to figure out what GS means as opposed to everything else. You guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments, and I probably will end up learning this as time goes on. I was going to say, well, what I should do is I should go into the help menu from here, but you can't. There's no way to go to the help menu. There's no way to look anything up while you're doing this. So there we go. And it resets everything again for whatever reason. So that wasn't too bad. That only took a couple of minutes. Hopefully we get it right. If we got it wrong, we'll find out in a second. And of course, the play-by-play is going way too fast. There's a ball into Harvey Keene, and it's 1-0. The Newcomb misses with the first pitch, and we're going to have to change this setup to figure out a way to slow down the play-by-play. Here we go. Do probably something like this. I'm not going to have any sort of like home announcer or anything like that. We'll just do it this way, and then we'll adjust this as we need. Next pitch is there, and this is popped up behind home plate. This is going to be out of play. So 1-1 now the count on Harvey Keene. And there's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. We're going to set that play-by-play so it's a little bit faster than that. There's a deep fly ball down the left field. Sandy Amos backing up on the track, waiting for it, and makes the catch for the out, and there's one away. That will bring up Earl Torgeson. Torgeson, so far in the World Series, is hitting 300. And there's a swing and a miss by Torgeson. It's 0-1. It's a ball inside. 1-1 the count. Now, the reason why I wanted to change to the play-by-play like this, is that's outside, 2-0, is because there was a lot of stuff that was going on with the video chalkboard that was kind of deceptive. And a lot of stuff that was taking a lot of time. That's up and high. It's 3-1. I think that we do need to have this play-by-play go a little bit faster than that. I'm also not 100% sure about what I can do. I guess I can change the size of the play-by-play here. This probably would help a little bit. There we go. 3-1 pitch. That's a curve down and in. And so Newcomb gives up the walk to Torgeson. That's Newcomb's first walk given up. I'll bring up Al Kaline. Newcomb in the replay was 20-5 with 35 home runs given up. 3.20 ERA. I'm sorry, that's real life. In the replay, which is what we should be looking at. So this has been saying real life this whole time. And the replay, well, what has he been? He was 16-6. And Kaline hits a ground ball down the line to third base, but that's foul. 0-1 on him. There's a strike called. It's 0-2. It's a ball outside. 1-2 the count. And there's a pitch on the inside corner, and that's strike 3. Al Kaline sort of stood there like the house by the side of the road, watched that one go by. So 2 away, here comes Boone. Swing and a miss by Ray Boone. 0-1. Boone so far is 1 for 8 in this World Series. There's a ball high. It's 1-1. And that's high and inside. 2-1 now the count. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. And there's a curve, and that's hit down to the right side. That's going to be a base hit. Poor play there by Jim Gilliam, and that allows Torgeson to go to third base. So Gilliam with a poor defensive play trying to stop that one, and that puts runners at the corners for the Tigers with 2 men out in the top of the first. Let me know what you think about this, about just doing the play-by-play this way as opposed to having the video chalkboard running. I can't make a judgment quite yet. And there is a ball, and you know what, I'm seeing right here that we have a problem because we can't see the runner. So we're going to go back over here to the park layout, and we'll make a little bit of a change. We should have it probably something like this, I believe. Oh, you want GS's grandstand, isn't it? That's what I'm doing wrong. All right, something like that. Yeah, you still can't see the runner's ratings, but it's all right. Next pitch is low. 2-0 now the count. And there's a check swing by Campanella, and that's I'm sorry, by House, and that's a strike. 2-1. He went around. Swing and a miss on that, and it's 2-2. And here's a curve, but it's high, and it'll be a full count now on House. A full count. There's a swing by House, ground up the middle. Reese goes for that, fields it, throws over to first base in time for the out, so the Dodgers do get out of it. No runs across for the Tigers after 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Gilliam to lead us off. There's a strike called on Jim. 0-1. Dodgers have lost the first game and then won the second, and there's a ball up and away, 1-1. So they're tied 1-1 in games. There's a ball low and inside. It's 2-1 now on Gilliam, and there's ball 3, so he'll be taking this one. That's a strike on the inside corner. Full count now on Gilliam. Fly ball down to right field, and that is going, and foul. Just foul. Full count remains. And there's a good pitch on the inside corner. Gilliam could do nothing with that, and that's strike 3 called. So 1 away, and that brings it Pee Wee Reese. It's a ball low and inside on Reese, 1-0. There's a fastball high and way outside, 2-0 now the count. And a changeup line down the third base line, but that is foul, 2-1. There's a ball high. It's a 3-1 count on Pee Wee. And this one's high again. There's ball 4, and so Larry loses him. And so with a runner on at first base, Reese with the 53% chance to steal with Duke Snyder up there. So we'll think a little bit about it. I don't think we're going to have him go this first pitch. And that's high on the Duke, 1-0. It's a fastball, and Reese is going for second. It's a ball, and the House's throw goes into center field, and Reese is going to wind up at third base. So the Dodgers playing aggressively here, and it's paid off. Pee Wee Reese now at third base, one away, and Snyder's still up there with a 2-0 count on him. Remember in Game 2, if you were able to watch that one, the Dodgers had, I believe it was 3 men caught stealing by House, but they still wound up winning that game. It's high to Snyder, 3-0 the count. And there's a strike at the belt. It's 3-1. Hit down the right field line. That's back there. K-line going back, but that baby is gone. 310 feet, so that one just barely sneaked out of there. A home run for Duke Snyder, and that makes this a 2-0 ball game for the Dodgers. And that will bring up Roy Campanella. So Snyder, doing what Snyder did in real life in 55, being the offensive spark. Here comes Campanella. Of course, Campanella was in real life the MVP. It's popped up behind third base and out of play, 0-1. There's a strike on the black, 0-2 to Campanella. A little fly ball down the left field line, Delsing after that one, but it's out of play. There's a ball low and in, 1-2 to Roy. There's a fly ball to center field, Tuttle's under that for the out, and we go to the top of the second inning. I'm sorry, that's just the second out. We have Carl Furillo up now. A little wishful thinking on my part as Furillo takes the ball, and then he hits this up the middle. Keane, with a good play, throws over to first for the out, and now we go to the top of the second. It's a 2-0 lead for the Dodgers, and that brings up Bill Tuttle. So Newcomb facing Tuttle. There's a strike at the knees. Newcomb labored in the first inning, had 23 pitches. 1-1 the count now on both. There's a swing, fly ball center field. Snyder's got a beat on that one for the out, 1 away. Fred Hatfield now takes the ball. There's a swing and a miss by Hatfield, 1-1. Curveball hit down the right field line. That's hit well. Furillo going back. Does he have room for it? He does, and he makes the catch for the out. There's 2 away. Up now, Jim Delsing. Delsing hitting 200 in this series and takes the strike in the outside corner, 0-1. There's a ball low, 1-1. Swing and a miss on that one. It's 1-2 on Delsing. Line shot between third base and short. Robinson lays out for that one and makes a great catch, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. Still 2-0 Dodgers. Gil Hodges up there leads this off. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. It's 0-1 on Gil. There's another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And that's fouled away. 0-2 it remains. Popped up really, really high. House, though, underneath it, makes the catch for the out in foul territory, and there's 1 away. Here's Robinson. Swing and a miss at the curveball, 0-1 on Jackie. And that's fouled back. It's 0-2, just like that. This is hit down the right field line, but foul, curving foul. 0-2 it remains. It's hit between third and short, the left side. Neither Boone nor Keane could get to that one, and it's a base hit for Robinson, and that will bring up Amorose. Now, we got to think here again about Robinson and about the potential of stealing, and he has a great chance to steal. Let's have him go. First pitch is in there. There goes Robinson. That's a ball. And Robinson has this pitch stolen. So Sandy Amorose just sort of standing there, and Robinson's at second base already. My guess is that Larry doesn't exactly have the best hold rating in the world. That's probably the reason why. It's a runner on at second base for the Dodgers, and the next pitch to Amorose is a ball. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss on that one. Now 2-1 the count. That's lined to center field, right at Tuttle. He makes the catch for the out, throws over to second as quick as possible, but Jackie gets back. And there's 2 away, and here comes Don Newcomb. Newcomb, of course, a great hitting pitcher. Normally, you'd expect Newcomb to start Game 1 of the World Series. That's what they tried to plan things out for in real life, but I guess we're not like real life. There's another ball to Newcomb, 2-0 the count. And his changeup swung on towards right field, but Al Kaline is there for the out, and we go to the top of the third. So the Dodgers get the stolen base by Jackie Robinson. That's about it. And we go to the top of the third, and the Dodgers still nursing the 2-0 lead. Up first is Frank Larry, and he hits a line drive down the third base line foul. 0-1. Breaking ball in there. 0-2 the count. There's another breaking ball. He swung on at that one and missed, and that's strike 3, and that brings up Harvey Keene. Keene up there, ground ball outside of first base. Hodges feels that, goes to the bag himself for the out, 2 away, and that'll bring up Earl Torgeson. There's a ball to Torgeson. Torgeson 2 for 9 in the series. Another ball inside, 2-0 is the count. There's a strike in the outside corner, 2-1. And that one missed low and inside, so it's a 3-1 count on him. And that's outside and low, and so Newcomb loses him. Don Newcomb has struck out 2, but he's walked 2 now, and that'll bring up Al Kaline. Kaline hitting .444 in this series as he foul tips that one, strike 1. Hitting .444 with a home run, 4 men driven in. That was all in the first game. Line drive left center field. Ambrose goes over to that one, but he can't get there in time. He takes it on the hop. And Kaline rounding first, going for second, and he's in there with a double, and Torgeson ends up scoring. That makes this a 2-1 ball game. So good job there by Kaline. Kind of funny play-by-play here, by the way, as I look at this. It says Torgeson goes to third, Kaline rounds first, Kaline is heading for second, and then Torgeson kind of scores afterwards. I'm not sure I can fully picture exactly what happened, but we didn't have a chance to try for the runner at the plate. So Kaline gets the double. It's a 2-1 ball game, and here now comes Ray Boone. There's a strike in the outside corner to Boone. It's 0-1. Fouled away, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and so Newcomb gets out of it. Strikeout number 3 for Don, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Now a 2-1 lead for the Dodgers. That brings up Jim Gilliam. First pitch is below the knee, and that'll be a ball, 1-0. And the next pitch misses high and tight, 2-0 now on Gilliam. Curious to know where it is that you're at. If you're able to type, let me know. There's a ball high and outside, 3-0 the count. Might be fun to listen to this game instead of watching it. There is a strike late called by the umpire, and it's 3-1 now on Jim. And that's a strike down the heart of the plate, full count. Larry shakes off the pitch. He gets the sign he wants, and there's a blooper hit towards left center field, and Delsing running after that one, but he didn't get a good jump on that. That ends up being a base hit there for Jim Gilliam, and they're going to put some of the blame there on the left fielder. The Gilliam now on at first base with Pee Wee Reese up there and nobody out, bottom of the third inning. First pitch in there to Reese. There goes Gilliam. It's a ground ball between third and short. Harvey Keene has that. Good play. Throws over to first base for the out. Gilliam makes it to second, no problem. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Duke Snider with the runner in scoring position. There's a ball high to Snider, 1-0. And a strike, 1-1. The ball in the dirt, 2-1 the count. A little blooper to center field. That's a base hit that lands in front of Tuttle. We're actually going to hold Gilliam at third. Puts runners in the corners with 1 out, and that'll bring up Roy Campanella. Kind of a difficult decision to make. If you watched the Diamond Mine World Series, you know that I played earlier. You know that sometimes playing it too safe doesn't help that much. Here's Campanella, and I know that he can hit double plays once in a while. Instead, he hits a long fly ball to left field. Delsing backs up on that one. He has it for the out, but that's deep. Gilliam tags up, and he scores without a throw. And it's a 3-1 lead now for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the third, and that brings up Carl Furillo. Furillo hitting .250 with 3 men driven in. Swing and a miss in the first pitch, 0-1. There's a curve. It's hit down the third base line, but that's foul. Just goes foul, 0-2. Ground ball between first and second. Hatfield fields it, throws over to first for the out, and we go to the top of the fourth inning. 3-1 now, the Dodgers with the lead. And leading off will be Frank House. First pitch to him that's popped up in the air. Out of play, 0-1. A ground ball between third and short. It'll be a bad play there by Reese. That ends up being a base hit there for House. And that will bring up Bill Tuttle with a runner on at first. The 3-1 Dodgers, but the Tigers are coming back. The first pitch is hit down the right field line by Tuttle. Furillo going back to the warning track, and that's off the wall. It's going to be at least a double. House is going around third base and going for home. Relay goes to Gilliam and goes down to the plate. Campanella has it, and down goes the tag, but he's called safe at the plate. So a valiant effort there by Furillo to get that ball in on time. He got it there on time, but it wasn't a great tag. Tuttle winds up with a double, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Dodgers still with the lead, 3-2. That brings up Fred Hatfield now, and things are starting to fall apart a little bit. There's a ball high, and Newcomb's starting to lose his control. 1-0 pitch is there, and that's a strike. A little bit of a late call. It's 1-1. Popped up, Campanella has this one for the out, went away in foul territory, and that'll bring up Jim Delsing. Delsing had that poor play in the outfield. He hasn't been a great outfielder in this series. Swing and a miss by Delsing. It's 0-1. There's a ball high and in. 1-1. He deep down the left field line. Amoro's going back, but there's no more room, and that is a home run. That's a home run from Jim Delsing, who makes up for his mistake 359 feet away, so it wasn't exactly the longest moonshot. And it's a 4-3 lead now for the Tigers, and that will bring up Frank Larry. Newcomb is struggling as he's pitched 57 pitches, and he's having a hard time here in Game 3 of the World Series. There's a swing and a miss by Larry. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch, and that misses inside. 1-1 now on Newcomb. Newcomb in real life never won a World Series game. Ground ball first base. Hodges gloves that one, goes to first by himself for the out. There is 2 away, I'm sorry. Swing and a miss now by Harvey Keene, who's the next batter up, so they've turned the lineup around. Another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. There's a curveball, swing and a miss by Keene, and so Newcomb gets his strikeout. That's number 4 for Don. But the Tigers put 3 runs across in the top of the 4th, and it's now a 4-3 lead for Detroit. That'll bring up Gil Hodges here leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Swing and a miss by Hodges, 0-1. And there's a strike 2 called. 0-2 the count. Ball low. There's a pop-up behind first base. Torgerson, no room for that. Still 1-2. Ball high and outside, 2-2. It's blooped towards third base. Boone has that one for the out on the line. 1 away, and that brings up Robinson. There's a curve low and outside to Jackie, 1-0. There's another line drive at Boone, and he has that one. Same play, same description. 2 away, and here comes Amorose. It's a strike called to Sandy, 0-1. There's a curve across the knees, 0-2 the count. Line drive to left field, Amorose with the base hit. Delsing can't get there on time. That'll bring up Newcomb, and you really have a decision to make. Don, though, a good hitting pitcher, so we'll leave him in. Swing and a miss by Newcomb, 0-1. Ground ball to short. Keene fields it, throws over to first for the out, and so we go to the top of the 5th inning. Still a 4-3 lead for the Tigers. That'll bring up Earl Torgerson here at the top of the 5th, hitting .222. There's a ball low and away, 1-0. And there's a line drive down third base. That one lands fair. Torgerson has 2 at least, and Amorose throws in, but not in time. They're going to call that a poor play on Jackie Robinson, so it's a double there for Torgerson. And that will bring up Al Kaline next. Runner on at second base, top of the 5th for the Tigers with a 4-3 lead, and there's a strike in there from Newcomb, 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Gilliam, good play, throws over to first for the out, but Torgerson moves up to third with 1 man out. And here now is Ray Boone. There's a fastball hit deep down the left field line by Boone that goes way back there to the wall, and that baby is gone. Home run for Boone, and Don Newcomb is falling apart. Ray Boone has hit a home run here in the top of the 5th. That makes this a 6-3 lead for the Tigers. And it's starting to get a little bit late here for the Dodgers. So Boone hits the home run, 6-3 now the lead, and it may be about time to take Newcomb out. I think we're going to put Besson in to pitch. So Don Besson comes in here to pitch in relief as Newcomb not able to get out of the 5th inning. He'll be facing House. Newcomb has given up 2 home runs in 2 innings. House hits a line drive to second. Gilliam makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 away. Here now is Bill Tuttle. The ball high and away to him, 1-0. Line down the third base line, but foul, 1-1. Ball low and away, 2-1 the count. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Besson fields that and throws to first for the out, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. So now the lead for the Tigers has gone to 6-3, and this will be Jim Gilliam leading this off. There's a swing and a miss on that changeup, 0-1. The ball high and away, 1-1 on Gilliam. Swing and a miss of that, 1-2 now the count. That curveball misses, it's 2-2. Ripped down the third base line. Boone cannot come up with that one. That's a fair ball in the corner. Gilliam goes over to second base. And that's a double for Jim Gilliam, and the Dodgers with something happening, and that brings up Pee Wee Reese. Reese is hitting 200, part of the Brooklyn's problems, and he takes a ball outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss by Pee Wee, it's 1-1. That's a ball low and in, 2-1. Swing, ground ball, Keane has that one, looks Gilliam back to second and throws the first for the out, there's one away. That brings up the Duke. Duke Snider has one home run in this series that came earlier in this ball game. 6-3 Tigers with the lead. There's a swing and a miss on the curveball by Snider, 0-1. Another swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. And a swing and a miss once more by Snider. Down he goes, and that'll bring up Campanella. So Frank Larry with a big strikeout with that runner in scoring position. 2 away, and here's Campy. And there's a strike of the knees, 0-1. Swing and a miss on that is 0-2. They say get up there and throw strikes. That's what he's done. A little fly ball over the left field. Delsing dives for that one. Great play out there by Jim Delsing to make the catch for the out, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. So the Dodgers had a leadoff double and could get nothing across, and it's still 6-3 Tigers. This will be Fred Hatfield leading this off. Takes the ball inside, 1-0. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Pop up, straight back, but out of play. 1-2. Fly ball to right center. Snider running after that one, and he has it for the out, 1 away. Jim Delsing now takes the ball inside. He's hitting .286 with the home run in the series. Ground ball between third and short, and that's going to be a base hit. Ambrose throws it back in, but that's a base hit, and that'll bring up Frank Larry. Larry probably going to swing away, I'm guessing. He grounds one down the third base line, but foul, 0-1. I guessed right. Fly ball to right. Furillo has this for the out. 2 away. Harvey Kane now. And there's a swing and a miss on the first pitch. It's 0-1. And that misses high and inside. 1-1 the count. The ball high and outside. 2-1 to Kane. Fly down the right field line. Furillo going back for that one and makes an excellent catch for that one. Diving to get to that in time for the out. A great play by Furillo, who ends up leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 6-3 lead, though, for the Tigers. The Dodgers need a little bit of offense. Carl Furillo hitting 200, takes a strike, 0-1. That's high and away, 1-1 the count. That's high for a ball, it's 2-1. Fly to shallow left center, Delsing gets under that one for the out, 1 away. Gil Hodges. Swing and a miss by Hodges, 0-1. And there's a ball, 1-1. Curveball is high, 2-1 on Gil. It's a line drive towards third base, but Boone there to haul that one in for the out, 2 away, and here comes Jackie Robinson again. Swing and a miss by Robinson, it's 0-1. And that one misses. So 1-1 the count now on Jackie, hitting 600. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Of course, Jackie only played really in game 2. Hit to center field, but it's right at Tuttle for the out, and so we go to the top of the 7th inning as the Dodgers go down quietly again. It'll be Earl Torgeson facing against Don Besant. There's a fly ball to left field deep. Ambrose going back, and that's off the wall. Not much of a wall out there in left field, but he managed to find it, and that's a double easily for Torgeson, and that will bring up Al Kaline. Runner on at second base for the Phillies, nobody out, top of the 7th. Swing and a miss by Kaline, 0-1. Still 6-3 Tigers. That's low and outside, 1-1. And that's outside. Low and away, and it's 3-1. Besant, normally not that many walking problems. Well, he throws a strike here. It's a ground ball to Hodges, who grabs it, flips over to Besant, covering at the bag. Torgeson moves to third base, but he's the least of the Dodgers' worries now. That'll bring up Ray Boone. The swing and a miss by Boone on the first pitch, 0-1. There's a ball high, 1-1. Grounded to Gilliam at second. Torgeson going to the plate. But Gilliam throws the first for the out. Torgeson winds up scoring, and that makes this a 7-3 ball game. That'll bring up Frank House now. So 4-run lead for the Tigers. Besant shakes off a sign and then throws a ball. Ground ball back to the mound off Besant's glove, but he picks it up again, throws it to first for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Ambrose, a pinch hitter, and then Gilliam. Sandy hitting .222 takes a strike. It's a late call, 0-1. That's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. High and outside for a ball. 2-1. There's a strike on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Hit deep down the right field line. That's hooking way back there. Kaline going for it, and it is gone. 313 feet, so another one of those kind of cheap home runs to right, and we've seen a couple of those for the Dodgers in this game, and now it's a 7-4 lead for the Tigers. And that brings up Besson. So we're going to have to pinch hit for him, I figure. The Tigers have still the right-handed pitcher out there. Larry is a right-handed pitcher, so we'll take a look at what we have to choose from. And as usual, it's probably going to be Frank Keller that we're going to put in to pinch hit. Keller hitting 400 so far in this World Series. There's a ball inside 1-0, hitting 306 in the regular season as a pinch hitter. And there's a fly ball down the right field line. Kaline running after that can't get there. It's 1-1. Fly down the left field line, that's hooking. Delsing going for that, and that's into the stands, but just foul. 1-2. Ground ball to Keane at short. Bobbles that one, he can't make a play. Harvey Keane has had a number of good plays so far in this World Series, but that one ended up beating him up. And so that puts a runner on at first base. Keller with the error, and that will bring up Gilliam. Gilliam is 2 for 3 today, and he takes a strike, 0-1. The ground ball back to the mound. Larry goes to second for 1, but there's no throw to first, and so Gilliam ends up getting the first base, and they just exchange runners. 1 away now. Here is Pee Wee Reese. First pitch is a breaking ball, swung on between the ground at between third and short. Keane goes to that one, throws over to Hatfield for 1, and on to Torgerson for the double play. And so we'll go to the top of the 8th inning. The Dodgers with 4 runs now after the Sandy Ambrose home run, but that's it. We've got to come up with another pitcher. We say Roebuck maybe, Meyer maybe. Roebuck I think we're going to stick in there to pitch. So Ed Roebuck comes into this World Series for, I believe, the first time. I can't remember if he entered in Game 1 or not. First pitch is the fastball to Tuttle, and it swung on and missed, 0-1. There's a curve now, 0-2 the count as it's another swing and a miss. There's a ball inside, 1-2 on Tuttle. That's high and away, 2-2. High and outside, and it's a full count now on Bill Tuttle. Ground ball to the right side. Gilliam fields that one and goes to first for the out, 1 away. Hatfield now up there, 0 for 3 today. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. And this is in the dirt and outside, it's 1-1. That's high and away, 2-1 the count. And there's ball 3 to him, so 3-1. Ground ball between first and second. This one's going to get through him, and that's a base hit. Clean base hit there for Hatfield, and that will bring up once again Jim Delsing, who's 2 for 3 and having overall a pretty good day. He had a 2-run homer earlier in this game. Swing and a miss by Delsing, 0-1. That's outside and high. There's a curve for a strike, 1-2. Swing, fly ball down the right field line. Furillo going after that one, and that hooks out a play. 1-2 the count remains. There's a ball high and away, 2-2. That's outside, and it's a full count. Swing, and that's fouled away. It's popped up, and that's going to be out of play again. Full count remains. Hit deep to right. Furillo going after that one, and is underneath it, and is able to make the catch for the out. And so we'll go to the... I'm sorry, there's 2 away now, and we'll go to Frank Larry is what I mean to say. With 2 men out, there's a cutter low and inside for a ball, 1-0. And there's a strike at the black, 1-1. Curve taken, 1-2. And there's a swing and a miss by Larry, and down he goes. And now we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Still a 7-4 lead for the Tigers. It'll be Snyder, Campanella, and Furillo, the heart of the order, and if the Dodgers are going to do it, they're going to do it now. Snyder with a home run today. It's a ground ball down the first base line. Torgerson grabs that one, goes to the bag himself for the out, 1 away. Here's Campanella. So that first pitch swing doesn't work so well. There's a ball low and outside, 1-0. Ground ball between third and short. Boone has that one, throws all the way across the diamond for the out, and there's 2 away. Here now Carl Furillo. 109 pitches for Larry. He's going to stay in there. And there's a little fly ball down the left field line, but foul, 0-1. Swing, fly ball to right center field. Tuttle going after that one, and he's got a beat on it for the out. And so we go to the top of the 9th inning. I don't know why we're playing the national anthem. There's the ball low and away to Keane, 1-0. And there's the ball, again, good play by Campanella, but there was no one on base, doesn't matter. 2-0 pitch is hit between first and second for a base hit for Keane, and that will bring up Torgerson. Earl Torgerson again, 2 for 2 today, having a good day. And there's a ball low to him, 1-0. And there's a strike in the outside corner now to Earl. It's 1-1. Hit down the right field line and just foul. That was going to be trouble. 1-2 the count. There's the ball. It's 2-2. And ground ball to first base. Hodges goes to second for 1. Back to first for the double play. A nice little 3-6-3 double play. And so that takes care of the runner and the batter. 2 away, and that will bring up Al Kaline. Kaline is 1 for 4 in the game. Hits a little comebacker to Roebuck, who throws to first for the out. And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. So the Tigers have a 7-4 lead. Frank Larry's going to stay out there. He's going for the complete game. 111 pitches. Gil Hodges takes the ball low and away, and then it'll be Robinson, then Amaros. There's a ball high to Hodges, 2-0. Pop up on the changeup. That's behind third base, now to play. 2-1. And the next pitch misses high, so 3-1 the count. Hodges will be taking this one, and it's a strike. Full count now on him. Ground ball between third and short, and that's a base hit. Maxwell now playing left field for the Tigers and throws that one in. So base hit there for Hodges, and that brings up Robinson. Remember, that runner doesn't matter with a 3-run deficit. There's a swing and a miss by Robinson, 0-1. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. This is ripped to shortstop. Keane goes over to Hatfield for 1, and they go to Torgerson for the double play. 2 away, and it's now all up to Sandy Amaros. He is 2 for 3. Had a home run earlier. Swing and a miss in the first pitch, 0-1. And there's a ball to him, 1-1 the count. There's another ball inside, 2-1. That's hit to short, and that's a line drive caught by Keane for the out, and that'll do it. So the Tigers able to come back. The Dodgers had a 2-0 lead at the beginning of this game. Tigers able to come back, end up scoring 7 runs on 11 hits. And the Dodgers now are down 2-1 in terms of the series. I can't say this was a particularly well-played game there by the Dodgers, but this is sort of the way that it was. 4 1/3 innings pitched by Newcomb, and he gets the loss. Larry threw a complete game and actually looked pretty good in doing so. Only 1 walk and has struck out 2. So the Tigers wind up taking a 2-1 lead in this series, and the Dodgers really need something to happen if they're going to stay in it. So I sure hope that you've enjoyed that. Thank you for spending part of your New Year's with me, or part of January, or whenever it is that you're watching this. Final score again, Detroit 7, Brooklyn 4, and we're going to have another one of these tomorrow, so I will see you then. Remember, as always, if you want to see more videos like this, please consider becoming a channel member, and you'll have access to all of these videos, and you can listen to all of my sarcasm, play-by-play, and whatever else it is that I have to give you. Anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.